and welcome in my kitchen. Tonight we are going to do, this morning for you I think, from other parts from the world, but here in Italy, in Tuscany, is the late afternoon. We're going to make fresh pasta, handmade pasta. Doesn't need the machine, just with your hands. That are olive leaves. That is a kind of pasta that many people asked me during the cooking classes in Tuscany, or in some lessons, or on the blog, through Facebook. So keep in touch through our Facebook cooking classes in Tuscany, Cuoche and Vacanza, because there are many other lessons free on stream here, and you can find down the video, so follow the page and you can be updated. Let me know if you are here, if you can see me, if you can hear me. Turn on your volume, so tell me if you can hear me and if you can be here with me, that we can start. So there is my daughter that is a video player now, and so I hope that this class will be useful for you, because you can make a great impression with your friends, with your family. I don't know if now you can meet many people, but I'm sure that you make a good impression.
Donna ti saluta da Boston.
Ciao Donna, ciao Boston, ciao, thank you for watching. I hope to be useful, and I hope that you can learn many things today.
Pina Macri ti saluta da Toronto e dice che è grata di vederti di nuovo finalmente.
Welcome Pina, I remember you, welcome. You're very welcome here in my kitchen. Hope you come together in person one day here in Tuscany. I'm still waiting for you. Yes, and this is fantastic now, even if the period is so bad about the virus, but here the landscape and the nature is now fantastic.
Connie ti dice buongiorno da Vancouver in Canada.
Che bella Vancouver! Ciao Connie! I have many friends from Canada, from Texas, from Virginia, and so I'm very happy that we can be in touch, so far away, but we are so close, we are so near. I'm so happy for this.
Pina dice che un giorno lo spera.
Sì, Pina. You can hope, because I'm sure we can stay all together here, and we can make a big gathering and a cooking class together. That now is impossible. I don't know, but from you, but here is just impossible.
Libby ti saluta dall'Indiana in USA.
Che bello l'Indiana! Grazie Libby! Hope to meet you again, and hope you will keep in touch during this period and during all our classes and recipes through Facebook page or through the blog. Hope we keep in touch. Bene, I know that you are here with me, so girls and guys, we can start. But remember, you can ask me everything, because Ginevra will tell me everything that you want to know, and I'm so happy to answer you if I can. So let's go with this kind of pasta that is a fresh handmade pasta, doesn't need a machine, okay? So the first things, you have all the ingredients. I copy all the ingredients. These are the green leaves, olive leaves already made. You see, they are so beautiful, and the color is fantastic. And you know why this color is fantastic? Because we are going to use raw spinach. So many people think to boil the spinach, then you have to drain and to chop. But in this case, you have to make a puree with the raw spinach, and so the color will be fantastic. So girls, here is the puree, the spinach puree, as you can see. This is 2 ounces, so 60 grams of spinach that I take with the immersion blender in a long glass, with a small half cup of espresso, just half, and spinach, and so I go to blend everything and to have this puree. So raw spinach, 2 ounces. Then we have 2 cups, this is 100 grams and 100 grams of semola flour. Semola flour is a bit yellow, not like the all-purpose flour. So is what I think you name semolina flour. And so this is the other ingredients. The extra virgin oil, that in this case is Italian extra virgin oil, and the water, because you know, to make pasta, we need water if we don't use eggs. So these are the proportions, but you'll have all the ingredients and all the methods and all the proportion that you need in this recipe. So we start with this, so we don't make a mess. That is more comfortable and more fast to let you show. I put 1, 2. I make my well here. Then I go to put my spinach. And now we start making our dough. First, we go with a bit of water. I don't think you need all this glass, but I take this because we can't know, how much water to use when we are making the pasta, because it depends from the weather, from the wet. So the important is that you are watching what I'm doing now to understand the right texture. So we start, as you can see, we start with a fork, okay? Until we make some crumbles. At this point, we can use our hands, taking the similar flour that is outside, and we put inside toward the center, and with the tip of your fingers you can feel very well the texture, and if you feel something that is wet or too dry, you can feel now, not with the fork but with the tip of your fingers. In this case we need just a bit more water, and so we go with this. Because as I always told you, as I always tell you, is important to have something that is with a lot of humidity. Is good. It's not good because when it's too dry, but when it's wet, we can always add flour.
Anna Evelyn Santiago ti saluta da Puerto Rico.
Grande, ciao! Che bello Puerto Rico. See, we met 2 days ago, I think. Yes, and we speak together through Facebook. I'm so happy you are here with us. And I hope this class, you like this class and you can feel this and follow. So at this point we start kneading. As I always tell you, girls, sorry, Jesus, a bit, we have always to go enlarging our fingers in this way. So we go, hopla, hopla. I take off my bottle now, I think. So we go. You have to be strong, but in this case I'm afraid that my bottle go down, so okay. Ecco fatto. Hope you can watch, everyone. Now, you know you have to needle for at least 10-15 minutes. Now we are going to do a live streaming class, so this is not possible, and my doughs will be so incredibly different from yours, because it's important that you work this pasta for some minutes And then it's important that you let it rest.
Rachel Stockton ti saluta e ti chiede se hai detto quanta purea mettere nella farina.
Yes, Rachel, ciao, ciao, ciao. You have to put 2 ounces of spinach and you, with a blender, you have a puree with a half cup of espresso, just a bit of water. You go with an immersion blender. So 2 ounces, that is 60 grams in Italy. Okay, guys. So with this, that you see is a beautiful green color and is a bright color. This, in general, you have to put it to rest, not in the fridge, out of the fridge, but you need to rest at least half an hour. Now for us, it's impossible to do this because we are going to do a Facebook streaming. So we proceed to just to show you the shape of our leaves. I take off this because this is not good for me now.
Lisa Nick Camera ti saluta dalla Florida.
Ciao Lisa, how is the weather now in Florida? I don't know, huh? Maybe it's hot. Okay. Large, remember that more you work, better is your dose, huh? You have to think that if your dose is too much dry, you can always put the tip of your fingers in some water and work it again. So I show you the famous shape. Huh? Remember that this is a bit different because it doesn't rest. You take the rolling pin and you obtain something that is so this thickness, so not thin. You take the dough cutter and you make some stripes like this. We put the stripes here. I can do this now in this way because I know that everything is very fresh, but at home you have to put everything with a film, okay? You have to cover with a film. And now we start rolling our doughs. Yes, so I exactly show you the right size. This is similar to when we made the trophy, do you remember? Ecco che we take this size that I think is 1 inch. 1 inch about. At this point, you can go in front of me, Ginevra. At this point, we need to give a shape. So we need to have 2 pointed parts of this. So 1 pointed part here and here. And to make this, we need to do this movement, okay? So I take my hands, look at me. The movement is a bit here and a bit there. So I go and I leave on the table. So a bit here, a bit there. But when I work, I do everything at the same moment, okay? Look at me, là. So we can feel between our fingers the pointed part, okay? It's clear? Tell me if you have doubts. Is everything okay, girls? Okay. Okay. Come here so you can watch. At this point we take our knife that has no teeth. You see, it's a butter knife, dinner knife, very, very small.
Antonio Cecchi dice che sembra del pongo e sta solo scherzando
È vero,
e mostra le basi della tua cucina, Erika.
Grazie, grazie Antonio, ci provo.
E
Ok.
Rachel Stockton dice che sembra molto divertente e che non può aspettare di provare a farli.
Bene, dai, Rachel, they are very, very, very nice to see. They are beautiful and delicious. I show you, girls. This is the most important part. So I hope everyone can watch. We go with the. I put some flour here. We go with the knife here. So you go parallel to the leaves. Don't worry if maybe I can make some holes because now it's very fresh, but I show you the right movement very slowly. So we go in this way. We take with our fingers this part, but very soft, delicate. Then we take off, and now that we have our leaves, that is really beautiful, you see? So we go with another. I show you again, and after I show you also with another point of view. But now in this way, I show you. You can go from the left to the right in this way. Da 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 da. Okay, very beautiful. Look at. You can go also from the right to the left in this way, for example. Da da da. It depends from what you prefer. Okay, girls? So, I go. Da da da. Tell me if everyone understand so that I can show you better. And if you want to see from another point of view, if everyone can see this, you look, they are really beautiful. You can also make a wave movement. So, in this way, Ginevra, you can also make a wave movement in this way. Look at me, you go, and then you wave it in this way, and the leaves will be a bit real, because it is moved. Look at how much they are beautiful. And this is because we are using raw spinach. And we can make a lot of kind of pasta in this way with no problem. Remember always to use raw things the most that you can to have bright colors. So we take the other. Let's go. We do in this way. You see, it's very high. It's not. Remember to do the same pressure. Pressure with the right and the left in the palm of your hand. You go. Same pressure, remember. And you feel it comes always, always thinner under your hands. Very elastic. Okay. And cut.
Rachel Danzeglio ti dice buon pomeriggio, amo la tua creatività e non posso aspettare di vederti il prossimo anno.
Oh, che bello, Rachel. You give me a big joy. Tell me these things. Thank you very much, and I hope you make this recipe. Yeah. So we go, and I look for you next year. We go to have the two pointed parts. Remember, we need the two pointed parts to make the leaves. Là. So we go. We feel this under our arm, hand, and we go to obtain something with some point. So the tip, pointed tips.
Roberta Valerio scrive sei bellissima, brava.
Oh, grazie Roby, grazie mille. Roberta, my great friend from Tuscany. She is following me from Tuscany. Okay, girls, I show you. So we go again, just if you want to, Ginevra, can you come here so they can see from my point of view? Here. If you can come here at this, okay, perfetto. Look at here, we go with the knife parallel, almost parallel. We take this and we go on the right in this case, and we take our beautiful, wonderful, colored olive leaf that now are so beautiful here in Tuscany. Now is the season of the extra virgin oil here. Many farmers are making with the crush. Now here in the countries, in the countryside, many people are making extra virgin oil. So you look. The suggestion is when you press, try to take this part and you go slowly, feeling that is elastic. So, tell me.
Rachel Stockton dice: oh mio Dio, sono così carini.
They are beautiful and they are so delicious. Tell me if you want, if you need something more. If it's okay, we go ahead with our sauce. Tell me if it's okay. If you understood how making the doughs, how making the leaves, the shape. If I can go ahead, I go ahead with the sauce. Va bene? Ok, allora vado. No questions, I go ahead, okay? So, meantime, I switch my water that is boiling. I put some salt.
Pina Macri scrive che la sua famiglia in Calabria sta facendo l'olio
Sì.
e i suoi genitori per molti anni hanno lavorato fra gli olivi.
Working in the between the olives is a very hard work, but it's a wonderful kind to be close to the nature, and I love everything that is close to the nature. I show you the salt, Gareth. This is the amount for 4 people. The water here is for 3-4 people. Remember, always a lot of water when you are making the pasta. More you have, better it is. And these are the ingredients. First, the sausage. This is Tuscan sausage, just salt and pepper. And these are olive taggiasche. In USA, I think the most the closest olives to this maybe are the Kalamata. I think I don't remember the name because here in Italy we don't have them, but I think they are very close to this. And these are local olives. Then we have to use the rosemary and some orange zest. As I told you, this time we are using very few ingredients. This is the real Italian cooking. The real Italian cooking is few ingredients, but quality ingredients, you know. Last time that we made cannoli, there were a lot of ingredients, and this is strange. It's not so usual in Italian cooking. So we take this lemon zest with orange zest, using an orange that is, as you can see, the skin is very thick. Huh? It's not so delicate and so thin. It's a thick skin. Vale. And then we grate this over. So try to make this like a julienne. That is probably the nicer way to make this. Okay, girls? Here, no. This is one of the few sauces without garlic or without onion, because in Italy we always use or onion or garlic before cooking and before preparing some sauce. Just put to cover the bottom as always, you see? At this point, to this, we are going to add the sausage. The characteristic of Tuscan sausage is that it's fresh. There is no fennel inside. You can take off easily the skin. And you have not to use a lot of oil because you know you are going to use also the sausage. The first thing that now we are going with this oil is to add the rosemary. This is what I suggest when you are using something that gives flavor. So this will be a great touch. Look at, is a lot of rosemary for so few oil. In this case, we are using this because we want to give a flavor to this kind of oil. Then, remember, you have to take off, otherwise the rosemary, when it's cooked, is very, very bitter. For the sausage, you can just cut with a knife, but also by hand because it's very tender.
Rachel Stockton chiede se possono usare il timo al posto del rosmarino.
Rachel, you can use thyme. In this case, the rosemary is another flavor, you know. Anyway, you can use thyme. If you like, you can use other herbs, even oregano. When you have rosemary, please use, because I am sure that the thyme is perfect, but is different the contrast with the orange. Rosemary and orange together are very good. So that's why I tell you, okay, you can, but remember that you have to try with the rosemary. So we go with our sausage. You know that when we are cooking, we always use high fire, even in the restaurant. And now we are going to use immediately the orange zest. So we had now, then we had again when it's ready the pasta. Look at me. So this will be cooked together with the sausage. Huh? Very, very wonderful, fantastic, simple recipe that you can make. And with this delicious and beautiful pasta, doesn't need a machine. I'm sure you have a great success. So we go with our pasta. The water is boiling and we have our pasta in the water. Once you put the pasta, the temperature always goes down, and so we put again the lid. The smell is fantastic. And now we are going to use our olives. Okay, Garrett? This is the same recipe that many farmers who live here in Tuscany make during these days when they go to work in the fields with olive trees and to take olives and to make the extra virgin oil with a crusher, with a mill. So this is the exactly same recipe. You see, it's really simple. And the pasta, you have to count 3 minutes of cooking. You can put here that is a bit faster. As you see that the sausage is not more brown, is no more pink, but it starts pink brown, then you can turn off the fire. We take some juice from the orange. Okay, so this gives the right acidity, the sour, because you know we have the fat from the sausage, and so in this way we are sure to give a contrast flavor, like the rosemary and the orange. In this case we add orange juice. At this point, I'm sure, you see, our pasta, I think, is almost ready. We take this, we drain, and we put in our small pot. Look at the color, guys, it's fantastic. The smell, the smell is something unbelievable. Okay. So the fire is high, we mix this. Look at it here, it's just like the leaves from the olive trees. Apart from the sausage. Okay. Now we can turn off our fire because we have flipped in the pan 2-3 times. That is okay. We take our take our plates. Oh, the flavor is fantastic. I hope you can see, I hope that everyone can see the color. And now we go with the raw orange zest. For the orange zest, remember, the movement is not the orange on the grater, but the grater on the orange, so you are sure that you don't lose anything. Eccola. Okay, guys. I'm sure that you'll appreciate this dish because this is delicious and it's fantastic. I hope that I have been useful and you are going to make this recipe soon and tell me how it will be, because I want to know how did it taste. So we hope to meet you another time, and here the time, next time, I don't know if it will be the next week on Friday, but if you watch and follow the page Cooking Classes in Tuscany, Cuoche and Vacanza, you click the follow button and you'll be updated about our live on streaming class for free.
Pina Macri ti dice bellissimo, grazie.
Oh, grazie Pina, grazie.
Rachel Stockton ti dice che è stato un bellissimo piatto.
Grazie Rachel, let me know how did it taste because I'm so curious. So guys, I wish you a nice weekend, Halloween weekend. Enjoy and buon appetito. Look up.